Yeah, yo, it's Masterpiece. Welcome, welcome. Much blessings. Thank you, everybody. 400 subscribers. That's crazy. For simply just sharing, about my ideas and other people's ideas about going back home, or going to a country of of that's predominantly melanated, where the court systems look like us, where the people, that are on the street look like us, the ones that are high class CEOs look like us, all of that, the people serving you food, you know what I mean? It's just no trouble, just a beautiful thing, and you guys have taken that, and a lot of people have taken that to their heart and resonated with that, and want to make a serious jump, and I applaud you guys for that, and I hope to see you there. Let me know what country you'll be in. I'll try to come visit, man. I'm gonna be in the sub-Saharan, man. I'm gonna be down there. I'm not going to the top. I'm gonna be right in the warm heart. Google the warm heart of Africa. Anyways, what I wanted to talk to you today was about conscious imagery and how you don't necessarily need words to that are written down to convey a meaning, and that a picture is worth, just too many too many words to count, too many sentences. So there's a very, very Christian woman from a very who's maybe asking questions now, but she's from a very religious background, black Christian family, Jamaican backgrounds, and she wanted a painting. She said she wanted some African inspired art, some black art, you know what I mean? But she said that everything that she finds is typical. She wants something that's outside of the box. So I said, don't worry, I got you. I said, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm not even gonna price it like I usually would, because because we always gotta help each other out, right? So I painted her this. I kept the Adam and Eve story in mind, the Adam and Eve tale, and I created some. So I'm just gonna pick up the camera if you don't mind, and I'm just gonna show you guys. Uh, so basically, the point of doing this is to plant a seed, to spark something in her head that makes her think. Uh, maybe there's a symbol here that will awaken her DNA and remember how divine her people's story is. So we have the one meditating, deep contemplation. This is the seventh day where God rests. Where God is arrested, because you notice all in all the parables, the heroes of this, they always fall into a slumber or a sleep or a rest, or they get arrested, or they get stopped, or they get weak. Somehow they get poisoned and they fall asleep or something. This is the mind reflecting on all that it has contemplated. So for the 6 days, or the breaths of Brahma, because the Bible is heavily taken from the Brahmins, uh, the Abraham, Brahma, the breaths of Brahma, the inhale and the exhale, the days and the nights, which is an unconceivable amount of time. And in the Bible, you'll see things out of sequence, like how the plants and the greens come before the sun is created. Well, that doesn't make sense. So it's not physically creating the earth. Those steps that you see are the meditation in the mind. The animals, what kind of animals it's going to fill it with. The animal cells, the somatic cells, the germ cells. Okay, the nature. Okay, how am I going to structure nature? Okay, carbon, hexagonal structures. Okay, we're going to use the golden ratio. It has the least friction. All of these things were contemplated. It's like having a very detailed thought of an image before you paint it. Because before I painted this, I had to think about what I was going to create. Or when you create a building, you have to think about the design of the building before you get all technical. And when you get technical, well, that's when you reach for outside sources. But imagine being in a meditation so deep that you are bringing these characters to life. Imagine you're in a dream so deep, a meditation and contemplation so deep that you actually believe that you are the characters, that you forget about yourself and you believe, you take on the personages of the characters that you're dreaming up. Okay, that's basically what's going on here. That's why we are all the creator, because we all have the all in us. The all is in all, and all is in the all. So okay, so you have the heart chakra illumined here. Okay, green, of course. This is where nature takes place. The chlorophyll. This is if you take a picture of your auric energy, you can see that it's green here. Or if you're unbalanced, it might be blue or turquoise or lime green with a little bit of yellow in it, because your heart could be jaded or clouded. So I mean, if you're gonna take a picture of that, before you go in to take a picture with your Kirlian photography, uh, really just take some deep breaths and really get into balance. Anyways, this is the nervous systems. It looks like electrical energy because that's what it is. It's energy, and so I just wanted to show that. And then it gets dense. So from the darkness, there comes the light, and the light single, and it's and everything is electricity. Everything is awoken out of the darkness, and then it starts to gain structure, starts to get into form, matter, tree, tree of life, tree of good, the knowledge of good and evil, all of that good stuff. The tree, the lungs, the uh, the tree of life, the ten sephira, all these things. That symbolizes that. And then we go into the reptilian, which is at the bottom, because if you can see, this is also like a brain, and it's like a tree. See, and these are the root systems, also the veins, also the electricity. Then we got the reptilian, scaly, the reptiles or the snakes. Scales are in a hexagonal shape. Hexagon, that's six. 666, that's the carbon structure. That's the molecular structure of carbon. You got obviously the from the one becomes a two, the male and the female. So these are like basic instincts. But this is also, the snake also represents wisdom and bringing light, bringing knowledge, activation, because the snake, or even when the lizards run side to side, if you watch their spine, it's still it's like a vibration. They're the only things that move on land like water. It's like a vibration. Back and forth, sound, light, frequencies, information. That's why it's the light bringer. That's why Lucifer's associated with that. But in no other cultures on the continent will you ever find like a lizard or a snake being represented as something bad. This is divine. This is stimulate. It's got its gaze on the woman. It's stimulating the woman because the woman is the acceptor of the activity. The male is activity. The woman is restful. She's laid dormant, until the men, stimulate her, and she accepts us. And in her hair is obviously the galaxy because, she's got that pure connection to the mind of the all. When we're talking about, bringing the rest of the race into the plane, then you need a woman for that. The woman is on top of the man, clenching on for life, clenching on for life. Uh, Eyes closed, at peace, in love, trusting, and And the woman that I painted it for, she said that it looks, she likes how it looks like she's protecting him. And then inside I was like, well, women aren't the protectors. But then I said, wait a minute, this man represents, it's not just a man, it represents a boy as well. So from the womb, from a small fetus all the way to adulthood, a woman, the mother is protecting the young boy, protecting it from the cops, protecting it from bad food, from bad habits, from eating this or eating that, protecting them from touching something hot, um, and protecting her belly, her womb, when they're carrying for 9 months. And so she's the first protector, teacher, potential destroyer, because she could just take your life. You're vulnerable. You're at her mercy. You're at her mercy no matter what. That's what's so beautiful about it. So this is, the one become the two, and then through an acts of love, the two become the one again. And it's a beautiful, and then you got the yin and the yang, and here's the sun, the man, the sun, and here's the woman. Here's a little. It's the woman's. The man's head isn't here, and that's fine, but the woman's head is where that female dot is in the Tao, in the yin and yang, because it helps to create the crescent like the moon, and she is the focal point. She is that dot. So I don't know. I wanted to highlight the divinity of unity, of being together, of family, of black love, and I wanted to wake up something in her subconscious mind, to bring it to the conscious part of her mind. And for anybody that's an artist, or anybody that has creative control in anything that they do, even if you're just graffitiing, even if you're just writing things in the snow or in the dust on the back of somebody's car, or even if you're like leaving a tip to the hotel person, we can change people's whole lives by just dropping a word, because we never know what twists and turns that life is gonna take us on. So this is just a quick message. It's not about anything crazy. It's just conscious imagery, working the message into your to your daily life and to your daily interactions. And like I said, if you're at a hotel, you can write, go plant-based, save the animals, save the world, save your body. Or somebody has psoriasis, or somebody suffers something that you can visually see, be like, yo, tissue salts, leave that note there. And then tissue salts, huh? Maybe Google tissue salts, and then they'll say, hey, this is what I got, this is what I need. We can always be dropping those kind of gems, undercover. And you know what, the best well, I want to get this right, the best compliment is the one that goes unnoticed. So I encourage everybody out there to keep that conscious imagery alive, keep planting those seeds in people, and especially for when get your mind right, so that when we make the move back, we can be helpful, and we're not going to be dependent on the people. We can really make people stop and think. Okay, art has the power to change people's consciousness. Okay, and it has the power to make them dig deeper into themselves. And if we have that power, that's a big responsibility. That's when you have the power to really make a visual difference in a lot of people's lives. Because again, a picture speaks, countless words. Masterpiece saying, yo, eat to live. All right, thank you.